Hello, loves, and happy Tuesday. So today I'm going to try to do a day in the life vlog. Hopefully I won't drag this out. It's something about being in the car and just being able to just chat it up with you guys. But if you know, you know. Today is nail day, and I was like, he left his wallet in here, but it's empty. But anyway, today is nail day. This is probably the longest I've been without my nails done in a while. The longest I've ever been was when COVID shut down everything. But anyway, so I'm about to go get my nails done. As y'all know, I was wearing them like in a, I'm gonna call it omeletto, because it wasn't quite and it wasn't quite stiletto. I'm sure there's a middle name for it, but I was wearing them like that, and I was wearing them pretty long. But one, because I went too long in between getting my appointment. Well, it wasn't even my fault. The time that it was time for me to get my nails done again, it was Easter weekend, so the Easter bunnies had made their nail appointment, so she was booked. So what ended up having to happen was I just cut my own nails down, and I think I'm gonna change the shape and keep them short for a while. I'm out of my hot girl summer nail vibe, and now I want to be a hot wife summer. Hot wife summer, we got short, classy nails. No, I'm just making that up. But no, anyway, I just want to go shorter. I've been wearing them long for a while. Normally, I never wear my nails that long for the amount of time that I've been wearing them. But yes, I'm going to change the shape up, and I probably won't get designs today. I don't know. So we're going to see. So I kind of want to work outside of the office today. Just because I have been stuck in the house since I got off from work on Saturday, because Ruby was kicking my, listen, if you know, you know. If you don't, I will kind of fill y'all in on who Ruby is, why she was kicking my butt, why I had to go to the doctor last Wednesday, and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get today started. All right, I got my nails did. Okay, so I got a color that I've never got before. I got green, and as you can see, I changed the shape of my nails. I did more of a medium stiletto length, and it's hard to kind of tell. I'll put a video of the actual nails, but it has like the marbling with green, white, and like a peach color with some silver foil. So I'm really loving my nails. I gotta get used to the length though. I haven't had, so this is the length that I used to wear my nails all the time, and the shape. And then, like I said, I got into my hot girl summer mode in my mind, and I realized I need to be a hot wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yes, I gotta get used to this shape. But I absolutely love them. Love them. Love the color. It's like a pearlish kind of green. I think it was like green apple with some shimmer to it. So I love them, but I gotta get used to it. It's just like a new hairstyle. Like if you go from super short to super long, or super long to super short, whatever, you got to get used to the look of it. So, but I love them. But I miss my almond shaped stiletto-y nails. But these are coffin. Did I say stiletto? These are coffin shaped. But anyway, so I'm about to go to Aldi's because I burnt my hand trying to take food out the oven last night, and my nail tech was telling me banana peel will keep it from scarring. And so I need to get some fruit anyway, and everybody's been telling me for years to get my fruit from Aldi because it's not that expensive. And the reason being is because I'm the only one that eat fruit in my house. So I spend this money for fruit in large quantities of it because a lot of times I can't find affordable small portions and they end up going away. So I'm gonna go to Aldi's and I'm gonna do a fruit run in there, and then I need to go to Kroger's, and I'm trying to think, is it a Kroger over here? I don't know. I need to go to Kroger's because Kroger's is my go-to store. Oh, it is a Kroger's right there. Oh yeah, and I'm not going in there, but we have a new Home Goods that's open right next door to that Kroger. So the plan is Aldi, Kroger's. Yeah, I've been really trying to avoid Target, and the reason being is because they've been getting all of my money. And then plus too, like, I've changed my banking stuff, and the account that's linked to it is not the account where it's my primary bank. And I've been having the hardest time trying to switch this stuff over. So that's another reason I've been trying to stay out of Target too, because me having to move money so I can make sure it covers that, it just ain't it. And the account that I have linked, I don't use that account, but it's open because I do still have some things that come out of it, and I'll make sure I have enough money for those things. But so I probably won't go to Target. It hurts my feelings, but I did go to Target over the weekend and got some things, but that's neither here nor there. So we're gonna go to Aldi's, and I think it was some chocolate chip cookies that Yoshida from Norris Cove had showed in her post. Let's see. All right, and I'm putting myself on a budget. I'm not spending a whole lot of money in these stores today. Okay. So I'm going to Aldi's. I think I've only been to Aldi's maybe a handful of times in my entire life. The last time I went, you had to rent a basket. Okay, that was super, super quick because I legit only came in there for the fruit and clothes coming off. I came in there for the fruit and then the cookies. And I was going to record, but I couldn't find the baskets because I've never shopped here before. Like, I'm going to be real honest. I feel like I might have only been to Aldi's maybe a good 3 times. So I know I went either once or twice near my job. And then I want to see if I can go out this way. And then I went the day before Thanksgiving a couple of years ago. So I might only went 3 times. And no, I take it back. I've been 3 times. So I went to the one over there near where my salon is, and then I went to the one near where I used to get my nails done. So maybe it was only 2 times. Oh, they made this entrance so I don't have to make a U-turn. Because my nail tech, she the one that told me to come to Aldi's to get the bananas. And she was telling me I needed to do a U-turn, but they created a entrance way so I don't have to make a U-turn. Anyway, so I've only been to Aldi's twice. And the first time that I went was the one by my nail tech. And you had to pay like 25 cents to get the cart. So that was one of the reasons why I went back. So I'm like, why I gotta pay 25 cents for a cart? And I gotta pay for my own bag if I don't bring my own bag. So I went one more time. And then I went to Lidl's, because Aldi and Lidl's are 2 different things. I went to Lidl's for Thanksgiving, and you didn't have to pay for their baskets there. But anyway, so needless to say, I didn't film while I was in there because I couldn't find the baskets. And I just got one of the bags and just put my stuff in the bag. So I'll show you what I got. I only got a couple things from there. Actually, 4 exact items. So now I'm going to Kroger to get what's on my list. Because I actually have a grocery list. Pray that I stick to, you guys. Because y'all know me and going to any kind of store, I always deviate from the plan. How many of y'all deviate from the plan? Like, is that just a female thing? Because, like, my husband will go to the store and he'll get exactly what he said he'll go in there for. But for me, I'll go in there, I'll get what I went in there for and then get more. Or I'll forget one of the things that was on the list. I'm being nosy because somebody just opened up a building over there and I was trying to see if I could see it from here. But anyway, so yeah, so let's go to Kroger. And I'm trying to think, is anything that I'm gonna get is gonna melt? Because I really want to get some soup and it's so cold. We shall see. I'll see y'all at Kroger. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. So I made it home. Decided not to go out and work outside my home office today, just because it's super cold, and I just was like, I needed to get my groceries home, and it's just like, it's nothing like being home. Like I like being out and about, but when you have your home and the things that you need the way you need them and want them, you just want to be at home. I mean, let me find out I'm turning into a homebody. But anyway, so I'm going to show you what I got from the store. I went to Aldi for some fruit, and then I went to Kroger. And typically on my days off when I go shopping, it's for the things that typically I need throughout the week because I'm the healthy eater in the household. So the lettuce and the cucumbers and things like that, my husband doesn't know how to shop for. Not say he doesn't know how to shop, because he does, because he go and gets everything else. He gets the meats, the starches and stuff like that. But because I am the fresh food and the fresh healthier eater in the household, I have to get those things on my own. And yeah, that's that. Now, let me just put a disclaimer out there. My husband does eat well. He just is not a fruit and veggies guy. I just really got him into eating lettuce with his chicken. Yes, you heard it. Lettuce with his chicken. Yeah. Instead of a salad with chicken on it, he get a lot of chicken with, medium amount of lettuce. But anyway, I don't want to throw my husband under the bus because y'all know I love my husband. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so let me show you what I got from Aldi and what I got from Kroger. All right. So in this corner is what I got from Aldi. I got these strawberries, and they are really big, and they are super ripe. Like, I can honestly say when I go to the store, I have a hard time finding nice sized strawberries with that's been ripe just enough. You always get like a couple that are underripe, some are overripe, but these are perfect. I got these cotton candy grapes. Like, ever since I tried cotton candy grapes, I don't like any other, and they have them at Aldi, so I'll definitely be going back. And then I got just 3 bananas, because more than likely I'm gonna be the only one to eat these. These aren't keto friendly. If you all are following keto or low carbs, because of the sugar that's in these, they're not good. But I'm changing how I'm doing my dieting and exercising. I'm still going to incorporate some keto meals, but I have decided that I'm going to enjoy the foods that I like. I just have to make sure that I work out. And then I got these chocolate chip cookie thins that my friend Yoshida from Norris Cove had posted on her stories, and she said they were so good. And her and I, we're both kind of like on that same like healthy lifestyle. And when I get into my face-to-face video talking about Ruby and stuff, I'm going to get into that as well. But I'm going to try these. She says they're really good, and we will see. So the rest of this stuff came from Kroger, my norm. Y'all know I love English cucumbers. I will never go back to regular cucumbers. If I have to buy them, this is all that I'm going to get. I went ahead and spent that extra money on the avocados because I was running low. Obviously, avocados are coming from my pockets this season. I got some grape jam. I like the jam because I like the way it's spread. I'm in this, I want peanut butter and jelly kick. I got this shredded green leaf lettuce. It's just, I love the shredded green leaf lettuce. I don't know what it is. I bought some more of the sliced golden green pepperoni. How do you say this? Pepperoncino. I want to say pepperoni, but it's funny how your eyes see things and want to say what is familiar with, seeing and saying. But these are pepperoncini, sliced golden Greek. Y'all, maybe I need to go get my ass checked. These are the ones that they use for the hot girl summer salad. And disclaimer, I put tomatoes in mine. The hot girl summer salad does not have tomatoes. And somebody kind of tried to correct me in my TikTok comments, talking about, oh, tomatoes and the acidity, it doesn't help for your waist. First of all, if you think that the hot girl summer salad is going to snatch your waist, it's not. It will help eliminating some of those fats and things that make your waist spread, but this is not going to be the sole thing that snatches your waist. That hot girl summer salad is like a meal replacement, or you can eat that as your primary meals, but with proper dieting, healthy dieting and exercising, that's what's going to snatch your waist. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's the truth. No food by itself is going to snatch. You'll lose weight, but you still got to do all the toning. But anyway, got my Country Crock butter. Hubs loves this. Now, this is one of my favorites, but because I haven't been drinking a lot of sugary drinks since I substitute my sugary drinks for wine, I don't drink this that often, but the cran mango, y'all got to try it. And then this is a new Pinot Noir that I tried by Storyteller. I tried it last week and I absolutely love it. It is delicious. I thought about trying the Cabernet Sauvignon because y'all know I'm a Cab girl as well. But I might try that on another day. I just really wanted another one of these. One of my go-to dressings, Ken's Balsamic Vinaigrette. And I want to try this classic oil and vinegar on the Hot Girl Summer Salad. We needed some mustard, some goat cheese. This is going to go to in one of these salads I'm making. I'm going to be doing some salads videos to show y'all some different salads to incorporate into your healthy diets, your meals, whatever you want to call it. Because y'all know some of these salads can be just as fattening as a cheeseburger. I'm just going to say it. We out here in these streets eating salads thinking we healthy, but we got like fried chicken, fried shrimp, all the dressing. So anyway, yeah, that's neither here nor there. Stop ranting, Keisha. And then I saw this on TikTok where they took the cream cheese, diced it, and then just tossed it in the strawberries. And I love cream cheese and I love cheesecake, so that's gonna be like the little vibe. And y'all might think this is gross, but I follow this keto. The guy on keto, I can't remember his Instagram name, but he just eats the cream cheese. So I said, let me try it, because if I like cheesecake, which cream cheese is the base of cheesecake, I should like it. And I did. Like, I be scooping spoonfuls. Yeah. Judge yourself, not me. Okay? So anyway, so I will probably be doing a reel showing how I make these as well. I also will be doing, like I said, summer salad reels, showing you the different summer salads that I'm making. None of them will have like calorie intake and all that stuff. So if you're watching your calories and things like that, you're gonna have to do the research yourself. But in the summer and spring and summer, I like salads even more so than I normally do. I eat salads all the time. But I want to show y'all some of the summer salads that are my faves. Some of them will be loaded with ingredients. Some of them will not. But this one, if you don't like goat cheese, you could probably substitute it with something else. But the texture of the goat cheese along with the ingredients that I'll be using for this salad just makes it amazing. So anyway, so this is my haul. I'm about to make me some coffee and get in the office, do a little bit of editing, and then I'm going to talk about Ruby and my pregnancy scare. No, it wasn't a pregnancy scare. I'm gonna talk about that and then I'm gonna end the video. So let's get to putting these groceries away.
Airfryer, peanut butter, and jelly. Sometimes it's the simplest tweaks that make for the biggest game changers. Now, you could definitely do this technique and make a classic PB&J with the crusts on. But you guys know how much I love my homemade Uncrustables, so I used my favorite cookie cutter to stamp the sandwich shut. And then I buttered both sides of the sandwich with a little bit of unsalted butter and popped this into my air fryer, 400 degrees for just 5 minutes.
All right, loves. So we're at the end of the vlog. But throughout the vlog, I kept talking about Ruby and how she took my March away and how she kicked my tail this weekend. And then I even made a little funny about being pregnant. One, I'm not pregnant. Two, Ruby is not a real person. Ruby is a name that I have given my menstrual cycle. Because Ruby just, you like, think about Ruby from Blackish. If you watch her, she is aggressive. She is always giving unsolicited opinions and advice. That's how my cycle is. Always being all dramatic and demanding and wanting all of my attention when I just want to just have fun. No, so let me go back some. So Ruby, again, is a fictional name that I have given my cycle. Most women have called their cycle flows, Aunt Flo, that bee, whatever y'all call it. I call mine Ruby. And the reason why I said she stole March from me is because all of March she went missing, and I was concerned because as much as I don't like when she come to visit, I get concerned when she doesn't. And the reason being is because I have a history of tubal pregnancies. And if any of you have experienced that or know someone that has, if you go untreated, it could cause your tubes to rupture. And if you go even further after the rupture, it can cause internal bleeding and you could possibly bleed to death. So when she went missing, it did concern me because I was like, okay, God, are you giving me a miracle baby at 48? Or God, are you telling me that this season of my life is over? And so March, you know, it was constant, like, you know, even though I went to LA and I enjoyed things like that, but that was still heavily on my mind because I'm like, what's going on with my body? My body, I'm used to this schedule. I'm used to every month around this window of time. There's never any deviation from that window that Ruby is coming. I prep, my body starts giving me, you know, signs that Ruby is coming. And when she didn't, it kind of shook me up a little bit. And so on one hand, it shook me up because I'm like, okay, I'm 48. Am I pregnant? And if so, is this another tubal pregnancy? Because that's been my history since I've had surgery, and then surgery on top of surgery has given me scar tissue. And with that being said, it's hard to have a baby if you have scarring on your tubes or you don't have a tube. And so I was very, very nervous. Like every little feeling that I felt would make me antsy. But it still wasn't enough time within my cycle to really, you know, missing for me to be like, let me take a pregnancy test. So once it became like a week and a half or 2 weeks late, because I am never late. Trust me. If anything about me is on time, it is Ruby. My cycle's always on time. So anyway, so when it did come, I was like, okay, let me do the obvious, take a pregnancy test, because people do get pregnant in their late 40s, 50s. So I was like, let me take a pregnancy test. Took the pregnancy test. They all came back negative, in which it's not uncommon for a tubal pregnancy test to come back negative as well. So after not getting my cycle for all of March and me kind of stressing out about it and, you know, me and my husband talking about the possibilities of it either being this, or maybe I'm in the beginning stages of menopause. You know, of course we prayed about it and stuff like that, like whatever God's will it will be, and we will figure it out. But it was overwhelming to me because before I could wrap my mind around it possibly being premenopause, I had to settle my mind with the possibility that if it was a pregnancy, that it could be another topic. And when I, and I had to talk to God about it. I said, God, like I talked to God like I'm talking to y'all. I said, God, I don't know what's going on. However, as much as I want a miracle, I don't want it if it's at the expense of me having to have another tubal ligation, because I finally have grieved the fact that I can't naturally have children, and I have healed from the pain that it caused me from not being able to do one of the biggest things that I ever wanted to do. And, everybody talk about grief, like grief is the death of anything that you have lost. It's not necessarily when you lose a loved one. If it's something that you have lost, that's near and dear to you, you have to grieve that thing. And I had to learn how to grieve the fact that I would 9 times out of 10 would never have a child naturally. I had to grieve that and put it to rest. And once I did that, then I had to heal, and all of that stuff, because I would see, people having kids and people that was having multiple kids, people that won't take care of their kids having kids. I'm like, here you go, me that want to have kids, can't have kids. So I had to heal from my mindset of, getting angry. Like, I didn't really get depressed. I would just get angry when I would see people that took for granted the fact that they had the ability to produce one of the most amazing gifts that a woman can produce. So when I had the conversation with him, I was like, look, I'm gonna need it not, it's either I am or I'm not. And if I'm not, I needed to not be tubal, I needed to be menopause. Sometimes we get to bargain with God. Like, I'm human, I'm a bargain. I'm like, because I don't want to go through that no more. I know how much I can bear, and he knows how much I can bear. So I had to go to him and talk to him. And once I did that, my mind got at ease. I made my appointment to go see my doctor when I came back from vacation. Because at that point, she still hadn't came. The last time I saw Ruby was exactly February 3rd. And so the doctor, because of my history, I had to come in to, determine what was going on with my body. So in the interim, while I was waiting for my appointment, because it took forever for me to get an appointment, I'm like, what if I was really, really pregnant in my twos? I would have to go to ER. But anyway, so I took another pregnancy test and it was negative. So at that point, I wasn't feeling any of the bodily symptoms that I felt in previous pregnancies. So I was like, it's got to be menopause. So I was preparing myself for that thing. I said, I don't got to buy no pads, no tampons. I can, just do me. I don't got to worry about, going to bed at night, doubling up on, precautions. I was getting hyped. So, but I wasn't having it. That was the only symptom. I just wasn't having my cycle. No hot flashes, praise God. No night sweats, no nothing. I mean, I think I was a little more irritable, but I don't know. Maybe that was just because Ruby was missing in action. So, long story short, went to the doctor. They did their test. I wasn't pregnant, which, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm legit cool. Like, it didn't cause me to go backwards and be like, oh my gosh, I could be pregnant. Oh my gosh, like, it didn't cause that. Because like I said, I've healed from it. I've accepted it. And if it was a miracle, I would have been overjoyed. But I was not betting the bank on that. So, long story short, because I want to try to wrap this up. Because I don't understand how my day in the life videos be just as long as my couple of days a week in the life. Anyway, so the doctor says that I am premenopausal or going through perimenopause. So what does that mean? What does that look like for me? Right now, I don't know, and that's where the journey will begin, and that's a journey that I hopefully can share with you all, because a lot of my subscribers are around my age, and they may be going through or already went through or thinking about when they will go through it. And I want to share my perspective and how I feel about it. I don't feel like my womanhood is lost, because it's so funny, like society and misinformed generations before us teaches us that once you lose your cycle, or if you're not able to have kids, that you're no longer this woman. I mean, the last that I looked, these things right here is a woman to me. But so yeah, so, and it was funny, so when I was in the doctor's office, it was a episode of Golden Girls when Blanche lost her cycle, and she just was like, oh, woe is me, my life is over, I'm no longer a woman, nobody's gonna find me attractive anymore. Like, but that's the mindset that we were taught. And if you don't know who you are and whose you are, you're gonna get trapped in that box. And so when he told me that I'm going through that stage of transitioning to losing my cycle, you know, I was like, okay, I'm cool with that, because I know who I am, and I know that Ruby, not a man, not a dog or a cat, not social media, not anybody watching this video is going to tell me that I am not a woman. And I implore anyone that is going through that phase in their life where they're approaching, going through, or coming out. I heard sometimes you don't even come out of it, but whatever. Know that you are still 100% you, that you're 100% the woman that God created you to be. And when Ruby decides that she wants to send the Tasmanian devil over instead, if y'all know what the Tasmanian devil is, them hot flashes that people be telling me about, that I'm rebuking in the name of Jesus. They talking about them hot flashes come from within. Listen, you can tell the Tasmanian devil, he could stay over there with you, Ruby, okay? Like, I don't want it. I don't want the hot flashes. Like, I don't want that to be my trade-off. However, because I need to prepare myself, I'm preparing myself for all of the things that may come. Because one thing about it is, it's better to be prepared without the opportunity than to be unprepared when it comes. And so I say all that to say is, Ruby did end up coming this weekend. But that's also part of going through premenopause. You'll have stages where it does not come, so you'll be very irregular, and then you have stages where it will come and it will rock your world. So I am in that stage of my life where I'm preparing myself for the things and the changes that I'm going to start to go through. And I'm excited about ending the cycles, but I'm not excited about the things that come to replace it when they possibly may come. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen. So if any of you that are watching this are starting to have the symptoms, or that are going through menopause, let me know in the comments how you are dealing with it, how you dealt with it. Are you preparing yourself for when it comes? Because at the end of the day, we're going to all have those seasons, if you are 100% a female, where you're going to not have your cycle anymore. And how does your cycle define you? Not having your cycle, does it make you feel overjoyed because you have no longer have to worry about that anymore? Or does it make you sad because you feel like a piece of you is gone? I know a lot of people are attached to their cycle, especially women like myself that haven't had or unable to have kids. Once that cycle is gone, the chances and the hopes of you naturally having a child is just no more. So these are all of the things that you have to internalize and start to prepare yourself for. And for me, I don't have to prepare myself for that part of it. Like, I don't look at it as, oh, well, my window of having a child is gone, because that window's been gone. I've grieved it. I'm okay with it. But it definitely does change things, because other things start to happen that you have to prepare yourself for. And so I'm going to end this video to say this, that whatever you're going through in your life, every season is different. And life is like a storm. You're going to have a forecast that the storm is coming. You're going to see storm clouds. You're going to, hear the winds coming. So what are you doing when those storm clouds are coming your way and you hear the wind gusts coming? Are you going to still stand outside, not protected, and allow the storm to take you out and the wind to blow you away? Or are you going to prepare and find proper shelter, find a strong building that's going to keep you from being blown away? That analogy is what you need to attach to your life. Like, when you realize that you're about to go through the next phase of womanhood, are you preparing yourself for what's next? Or are you going to wait to go through the storm and cry yourself, pray yourself, to be depressed about it? Or are you going to prepare yourself? And that's what I'm doing. I'm preparing myself for the things that may come my way. They may not happen, but again, you have to, that's the whole thing. Like, most of us are here planner babes. That's why you pre-plan. You pre-plan to prepare yourself for when that task comes up. Are you ready to conquer that task? Are you ready to conquer that task today? I can't answer that for you. But I can definitely say that I am preparing myself. Ruby don't define the kind of woman that I am and the kind of woman that I will be. I'll be free. Give me free. Like, Ruby, go bye-bye. Good night, Ruby. Anyway, so I'm going to go because this video has been super long. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed, hanging out with me today. I love doing these. I don't know how much you all love watching them, but just one person. The Bible says that Jesus will go back for that one person, that one sheep. And so that's what this channel is about for me. Like, I might have over 5,000 subscribers, but that one may need to hear or see what I'm doing today to keep them pushing, to keep them motivated and inspired to be like, if she can get through it, I can. I think that's what a lot of us are missing as women. We don't have other women that are keeping it 100 and that are willing to be transparent enough so other women won't feel alone. Like, everything that I have went through up until me getting married, I went through alone. Yeah, I had family, I had friends, but I was always the strong friend. I was always the praying friend. I was always the friend that gave advice. I was always the friend that you could use as an alibi. Like, that was, so everything I went through, everything I came through, I went through it. God was by my side. I didn't realize it then, but in the natural, I went through it alone. And so my desire is for me to be transparent enough so you that are watching don't have to feel like you're going through it alone. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. And if you have any questions, or like I said, if any of y'all are going through this, you know, drop me some tips and, you know, in the comments so I can kind of see what to add on to my, you know, wellness planner. I've created a whole planner so I can track that stuff. I'm even getting more physically fit because, you know, once you start going through that, your estrogen levels and all that stuff start to change, baby. So you need to do all the things in the natural so you can eliminate having to put them toxins in your body. Like I try to eliminate. If I have to take them, I'm going to operate on the side of wisdom. But if I don't have to take them, I'm going to do what I can do on my end. So I'm out. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. So until next time, loves. Peace.